Hey guys, so we're in Gina's shop today, the kitchen. She ran up to the town, and so I'm gonna mess around in here where the air conditioning is working. But I've been looking at batteries for my boat, and one battery in particular I have is for my electronics. And I don't know what's going on with it, but I just keep fighting. I'll be out on the water and my fish finder will die on me, and I'll have patience or time to track it down and see what's going on. The radio cratered, but I think that was just because of the country of origin. But I've got a fish finder on the front of the boat and on the console, and I just want to build some adapters that will run on these Milwaukee batteries, and these are power sources that they use for the heated jackets. This side port, we've been doing this for years, ice fishing. This side port just takes a little plug in it, and very simple. They're already putting out pretty good current, so you don't really need to worry about fish finders hurting them, because you know, a heated jacket's taking plenty of current. So I'm going to take this old Helix 7 that's just a paperweight half the year, and we're going to put it on the front of the boat. I had a 9 on there and never used it, so I sold it. And so we're going to throw the 7 up there on the trolling motor, and instead of using my battery that I've got for my electronics, I'm going to yank it out, save about, I don't know, 50 pounds there, and then these are just going to ride with me. I take these with me anyways for flashlights and different things like that. And so that way at the end of the day I can just charge this up and be ready to go for the next time, and I'll have a much simpler setup. I'll have one of these mounted by each fish finder. I'll just drill some holes there and screw it into the side of the console. But anyhow, just kind of walk you through that. Very simple project, but tired of this fishing wires in the boat. So let's get to it. Okay guys, so for starters I want to verify that I've got power out of this. A lot of times these will go bad, especially on the USBs. I've had them go bad because I run my GoPro on it, so I got the mount there. And sometimes these USBs go bad. I don't think I've ever had a 12-volt one go bad, but we'll verify that real quick. Plug it in, put it to the little line there, grab my meter here, DC. We'll plug this into the side there and verify we got voltage. If we don't, this video never happened. Okay, 12.34, 12.33. That'll run it. Okay, our project is not in vain. Okay, so most of these fish finder, but like for ice fishing, are just going to have your female spade connectors. And so all we're going to do on the first one here is I'm using the blue for the negative, red for positive, and we'll just simply crimp that on there, red and black, and verify that it's working. So we'll just take a piece of heat shrink tubing, shove it over there for later, and we'll take our red here. I might even hit these with a little bit of solder, we'll see. But I'm going to strip this wire a little bit more. It doesn't have much of a connection point. Give us a little more wire to work with there. Okay, so it's just as simple as throwing that in there. Don't use these pliers every day. I need a little. Okay, just give it a little tug, test it. So now we'll go blue to black, red to red. That's a little bit loose there, so I'm going to tighten that up. Just give that a little squeeze. Okay, much better. That's a little loose too, so we'll give that a little squeeze. Okay, so now let's see if it works. It's been a while since we used this bad boy. And there you have it. We are going to be set up. So to finish that connection there, we'll just run a little heat gun real quick. Probably a good idea to unhook it from the battery. Isn't that what we always say, is unhook the negative? It's like the first thing in electronics. Okay, so we'll just throw a little heat to those. Nice and secure there. And then I'll take this other one and I'll shove it over both of them. And there we have it. Good to go. Black to blue, red to red. Put it on there. What's nice is you can throw that on your four-wheeler, your boat, ice fishing. I've even used them on my snowmobiles for navigation purposes. Had some whiteouts up at Cascade, Idaho one day, and this thing about saved my life because we could not see for nothing. But we used the map to get home, and life was good. It'll get GPS fixed here in a minute, you'll have maps. Anyhow, thanks for joining me on this one. Simple and sweet, and like I said, we've been doing this for years, ice fishing, but I'm gonna start doing it on the boat. Try to get rid of some of this lead stuff and get some of this lithium going. This lead might last you, on this particular fish finder, 8 hours maybe, where this one, that's gonna easily last you 8-10 hours on a 6 amp, and swap it out easy enough with a flashlight or a drill or whatever, and much lighter. I'm just tired of these things, and as an added bonus, of course, you got your built-in gauges on these batteries, which these do not have, and so it's always a mystery. You think you've got a charged battery and get to the lake, and by the way, I will put links into the description for these connectors here, and also probably a generic version of that. Throw you some links in the description. So the generic ones are like 10-12 bucks, and then you can usually get like a 4 or 5 pack of these for $3 or $4, $5. So funny thing, I was just looking at that ice fishing finder there at the base of it. I noticed there was an extra power cord, and I just remembered last year one of those broke off. So that's perfect, because that means we can just solder a new one right to it. Okay, so let's start working on getting this solder joint done. I'll just basically cut these the same length there. Remember, we gotta hurry before Gina gets home. So that'll just live there for now, that tubing. And we'll strip this wire. I'm gonna back this one a little bit further down. And I'll grab another piece of shrink tape just for giggles, so we have plenty. And we'll just twist those together. And honestly, that's probably a good enough connection, but we may as well solder it up. Okay. It's not done. Not ready yet. Feels like that tip might be loose, which won't help it warm up anytime soon. There we go. Oh, she's gonna be mad. We're smoking in the boys' room here. What have you been doing? Okay, there you go. Shut that down. Yep, I'm gonna get in trouble. Smells like birthday cake in here. So now we'll do the other one. Just take those wires, twist them together. Got my helping hands there. There we go. Little capillary action there. Okay, I'll just wrap my positive up here real quick. Couple of wraps. Now we can just throw that on top of everything. There we have it. I'll tell you what I'm going to do. Make sure this has not got any stress on it. I'm going to grab a bigger piece of heat shrink tape. Of course, you don't have to do this, but I'm going to do it because I can. I'm just going to fold that over there so it kind of would keep those from pulling apart ever. Because I don't want it pulling apart, and I don't care how it looks. And if you really wanted, you could fold that back around itself and put some more tape on it again. On a Humminbird, this part goes up so you get your polarities right. You can't really screw it up, knock on wood. So there's that. Go back to our battery. Looky there, it worked. And it'll work till it doesn't, every time. So now we got fish. Boom, we're fishing, boys. There's my lure just dropped. Jig, jig, jig. Come on, fish. Take it, take it, take it. There he goes. He's coming. That red line's your fish. The green line is your jig. Come on. Come on. You ready to set the hook? Boom, he just hit. We set that hook and we're gonna catch him. Oh, he spit it. At least on a Markham you can catch the fish on the simulator. What's going on, Humminbird? Oh well, he hit again. There we go. We got him, boys. Ooh, that's a monster. Uh-oh, he got off again. Come on, Humminbird, figure it out. When you're not using your fish finder, if you're using one of these Humminbirds, pretty good deal. We'll go to normal there. But all you do is hold that power button in and drop it down to standby. I'm going to lift up and it goes to standby. Then hit over to the right. Boom. It kills the screen. So you're not killing your battery. It shuts off the transducer. And all you need to do is hit pretty much any button. And life is good again. It's not really throwing much of a tick. I like messing with my kids on that. Just point it at them when they're watching TV. Dad of the year. Okay guys, so we're out at the boat. And this fish finder, I don't have any power to. And I don't know why. Sometimes she works, sometimes she doesn't. I'm lazy. Big time lazy. So this is all I'm doing. Remember that goes up. Boom. I'm not a big fan of Humminbirds fitting there. Those can get worn down, those pins. I've actually had to take a bubble gum wrapper on some of my old female sides and put a little aluminum in there just to get it to work in a pinch. So now we got power here on the Helix 9. And I've got a 12 amp hour battery that I'll probably run on this because it takes a little more juice, but it should work. No problemo. Got a little metal on here. Yeah, it's aluminum. Okay. Well, we'll try a little bit different here. Might have to pre-drill these. No, just be more careful. I'm gonna back that one out and start that other screw that I destroyed. Pretty solid. And I'll probably figure out somewhere to put that battery a little different. I might want to keep it in the shade a little bit so that it doesn't get overheated. Okay, so we're sitting here. And we are just looking at that. And that's going to be nice. We'll be able to hook our trolling motor transducer right up to it. That'll work. And one more thing, guys, don't trust this switch when you turn it off that it won't kill your battery. Go ahead and remove the battery, because don't ask me how I know. Not saying it'll do it every time, but I've been surprised by that a time or two. So just take it off the battery completely. There we go. Those batteries we're using now are going to be a little bit lighter than that. And I got more space in there for something else. Thanks for joining. See ya.